if I have my mic set up. There we go, and I should be live. Oh, I was gonna time it so that the music started right up, but there we go. Thousands of years prior to Panzer Dragoon Saga, my god, what have we done? Well, we've managed to bring humankind to the very brink of extinction, sir. Gum? Good one. It took me a second to remember what that was from. Hi, Special Iron. I've noticed that my art streams get surprisingly good numbers, so... I mean, as streams go, so... Oops, I forgot to turn my lights on. So hopefully a lot of people will show up. Probably has more to do with the time than the subject matter. Just more people are able to watch at like 3 p.m. than at 6:30 p.m. That's Pacific time. By the way, I keep meaning to say that I like your pride background to your mascot pick. I'm not LGBTQ+, but I'm completely cool with that. Yeah, I think it looks surprisingly good. I was worried it would be too much, but with the cat being all black, I think it balances out nicely and looks cool. It has also just occurred to me that you don't have a Saturday face. Yeah. I don't know, I suppose I could make one. Did I remember to... Yeah, I did. My light's off. I'll try to wait a couple minutes for more people to show up. I am a minute early going by my clock here. This is surprisingly good crystal light. It's a combination of like wild strawberry that has caffeine in it, and I didn't want to be too caffeinated, so I used half that and half like cherry limeade. The cherry limeade isn't that good by itself, but together these two are really good. Dina's online on a Saturday. This means it's time to make dinner. Oh, I think I'm going to put my hair up. Actually, I think I'm going to turn down the thermostat a little bit. BRB. Hopefully it won't get too cold down here. Oh, I'm sure they'll be along soon enough. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm currently drinking Dr. Pepper, so there. Dr. Pepper's pretty good. It's a drink that, like, sometimes I really like it and other times I don't like it. So it's kind of weird. Happy weekend, I like that. Happy weekend. Alright. Move this mic out of the way a little bit, although I'm gonna... Actually, I need to, let's go ahead and pop out the chat here. Put Winamp in its place. Boy, I've listened to this cover of the Fester's Quest soundtrack way more times than I've actually played the game. Oh, Dr. Pepper, yeah. Dr. Pepper's good, it's just, I don't know. Most of the time I like it, I think. Time to put that rum into that Coke. By the way, for those who don't know yet, I've got my PS5. Good for you. Oh yeah, yep, I use Winamp, and it's got... I use Winamp with the retro skin. I don't think I mentioned this last week, but I ended up having way too much caffeine last Saturday. I had caffeinated Crystal Light during the stream, and I think that's why I was in such a good mood during last Saturday's stream. And then I tend to have 2 cups of coffee in the evening while I draw, and usually I go with decaf, but I guess I just felt like I needed some more caffeine, so I drew up until like 2 a.m. and then I finally went to bed, and like at 3 a.m. I realized I was still wide awake, so had to take some melatonin. I take melatonin during the week, but usually on the weekend I don't have to because I go to bed so late. I've not seen a living Winamp since 2004. Well, what do people use if not Winamp, out of curiosity? By the way, I like Lee's recent video upload. I think he mentions it somewhere, but it's called Mario Kart and it came out in 2008. I wonder if he's okay with me explaining the joke. Well, I don't think it's going to be any funnier if you get the joke anyway. He was mimicking a guy who basically did a very similar video to that years ago. Well, I guess I'll just start coloring. I was hoping more people would be along by now, but maybe I'm just being impatient. Oh, iTunes, right. I should have known iTunes would be the popular one. Yeah, I like Winamp, so I just... if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Something like that. Oh, this is gonna be interesting, all these little hair details. When I have... did you mean to say half calf, or are you saying calf on purpose? Instead of decaf, I end up writing my Wiki's articles until 3 a.m. and then suffer the morning after. Yeah. When I want to listen to music, I just use YouTube. Oh yeah, probably most people just use YouTube, come to think of it. For the longest time, I had a My Little Pony skin on my Winamp. It was Rainbow Dash. I think one of my old coloring videos, you can see it. Isn't iTunes Apple specifically, though? Or can you use it on a PC also? Whoops, wrong layer. I almost wonder if I should do the highlights first, but... yeah, we're almost done with this one. Just the purple bits left, which I always keep hearing in a New Jersey accent, people. Yeah, I wouldn't pay for YouTube Red either. Yeah, just the headdress, well, all the purple, and then also his eyes and his belt. I just put those on the same layer. Where's my pen? Oh. Excuse me. That's kind of a small... that's a little too small, I think. Do, 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 do. It's probably okay if it's not perfect. I'm gonna go in and smudge it anyway. Used it on PC initially until I switched to Macs in like 2009. Oh, so you can use it on PC, okay. Actually, looking at him now, he sort of reminds me of the final boss from the original House of the Dead. Interesting. I have to look that up now. He's kind of a devil-looking guy. Or Shit, Winamp's in the way. I'm seeing a couple, actually. Well... Original. Yeah, the word original. It keeps showing me a bunch of different ones. Is it? No, I don't know. Whatever. I'll have to take your word on it. Does this guy use Head and Shoulders because he doesn't look like he has dandruff? There's no dandruff in the future. Oh, hi, Red Spade. Fierce. Oh, that guy with his arms crossed. Okay, I think I did see him. Expression more than anything. Okay. Hi, Brandon. There we go. Now some people are coming in. Keep getting his hair and his bird hat confused. Yeah, basically the shorter part is the bird. Probably. Even I'm not sure, now that I think of it. Actually, yeah, I think some of the longer is probably part of the headdress. Currently 8 people watching according to my screen. Cool. There we go. It just took people a little while to start coming in. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm worried I'm overdoing it. So I haven't even added the highlights yet. Let me get rid of some of that. Of course, I don't necessarily have to have the highlight color on every part. To have the shadow color on everything either necessarily. I don't understand why this song goes so hard on this part. I said that last week. I doubt anyone here cares about the Abadox soundtrack as much as I do. Oh, you like his hair tied back, yeah. Technically that's the older version of him, but yeah. Oh, you like the shade of purple red spade? You mean this darker one? Yeah, it's a nice color. I love this music. My tune's about to come on. I forgot how it goes. I take cold showers because I want boss powers one day. I don't think that's how it works. I will play Abadox and get back to you. To be fair, I never even heard of Abadox until the first time I caught your live stream. You were Let's Playing it. Ah, yeah. Okay. Let me just do all the hair and be done with it. That is a very light color. I gotta be careful to not use too much of that. Doesn't look very good right now, but it should look better after I blend it, so. I don't think I want to use any more of that. Here, I'll just use a little bit there. Oh, I think I forgot to use the dark in this spot. Actually, I think I want that left. Whoops! I accidentally hit Control X instead of Control Z. Fortunately, you can Control Z out of Control X. God, that feels so long ago now. It was only a couple years, but still. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I figured you were joking, Brandon. It does rev your body up like good circulation and other health benefits. I've heard that. I definitely would not like a cold shower, especially not in the morning. Oh. I figured you meant to type name there. I'm kind of not in love with how this looks, but I am zoomed way in. I think once I zoom back out, it'll probably look fine. Actually... Oh god, I can't undo all the smudges. Damn. Whatever. I'll just keep it. Or I could be a little more careful with it at least. The world of typos. Welcome to Special Iron's world of typos. Oops, I'm getting a little too sloppy there. It's kind of being sloppy on purpose, because this isn't long like the hair on his head. It's not gonna just all lay in one piece. I'm gonna get in trouble one day with the typo somewhere. Yeah, Special Iron, like half the time he would type something when I was streaming on Twitch, half the time he'd type something and it wouldn't show up because it would get censored. Actually, that doesn't really have to do with typos, though. This dude is looking fabulous. What's their name? I'm Adam Glitch. His name is Falcor. Oh yeah, the invisible Twitch police. That was funny. I don't know if I like this, but again, I think it'll probably get better once I smudge it. I wouldn't really want to be that built. Yeah, well, if you were a normal human, for a normal human being, I didn't mean to imply you're not a normal human being. That was awkwardly worded there. For a normal human being, it would be difficult to, I'm sure upkeep would be really difficult. Ew, I don't think I'd like that. What's wrong with that? Why doesn't that look right? Turn down the strength, maybe? I think that helps. I hope. I keep saying it'll look better when I zoom out. I should probably actually try that. That looks somewhat better. I feel like... What's going on here that I don't like? I don't think I needed that much highlight. That might be the issue. Like, it makes sense to have a lot of highlight here. Down here, not so much. I'm trying to follow all the curves of his chest and stuff, but, like, under the pecs, it's not gonna poke out quite so far. I don't know why I put... What am I doing? Oops, I got it on smudge still. Dumbass. Maybe I can leave a little bit of it in, I don't know. Oops, what am I doing? There should be a little darker on the sides too. I kind of wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing here. I didn't really put any thought to where shadows would actually go. There we go. Let me do away with the marching ants. I don't know if I like that. Maybe there just shouldn't be any highlights here. I think I'm actually just gonna start this area all over again. Bah! Well, I wanted this to take 2 hours. Oops, I almost forgot where I was. I'll just start all over with this crap. This one area, the rest is probably fine, but this one area is bugging me. It kind of goes with the music, doesn't it? This does feel a bit like a boss fight, actually. Alright, let's start over with... Okay, darker on the sides. Alright. I do think that looks better, actually. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. This part, somewhere in between the two. It's not as long as the hair, but longer than the chest hair. Let me take a little break. I vaguely remember I had the same comment censored about 5 times before I could work out how to type it correctly. It was innocent enough as far as I was concerned. On the internet, no one knows you're a dog. I didn't notice Artie's last name is Pavlov. That's kind of funny. Those pecs just start beating one at a time when you zoom in. Falcor has spent a considerable amount of time using a chest expander. God, my ice is melted already. These drinks don't stay cool very long. You're on the final details. You can afford to take your time in this stream. That's true. I was actually worried the rest of this wouldn't take the full 2 hours. I wonder if Falcor occasionally has to get that chest hair trimmed. It's possible, I don't know. Or maybe it just doesn't grow past a certain length, you know, like normal chest hair. I feel you on feeling like starting over on part of your work is needed. I've done that with some of my writing from time to time, yeah. Sometimes you really just gotta start over. Okay, Brandon. I will probably add the Panzer Dragoon Saga soundtrack to the music, to the background music at some point, but I'm gonna hold off a little bit because a little tired of hearing some of it right now. Like, I don't want to hear the tower background music for a while. I do kind of miss the Zoa theme and Payet's theme. I could listen to those. But I don't currently have them now anyway. It's being hypothetical. I think I can use a bigger brush for this area down here. What am I even using right now? 12 apparently. Those transitional areas between the black and the darkest purple, like, I can just go ahead and color those in because there's not going to be any highlights on there. So I'm trying to just do that easy part and get it out of the way. Maybe used too much there. Actually, let me go ahead and do away with some of that. I did a pretty good job inking this. Inking stuff like this can be a little scary because it's like, it kind of goes for hair too, but you do hair enough, you get kind of used to it. With long fur, it's a little different. You know, it's probably really feathers, but it behaves like fur. I'm just thinking of these boots and worrying that I don't have the right, I might have to use a different highlight color for those, because the highlight color I have for the hair is really bright. I don't know if that'll look right on the boots. Alright. Okay. I just realized I've been quiet for a while. Just thinking about random shit while I concentrate on this. Okay. I wish I'd used this brush up here. I think I was using a smaller one. I don't think I like it. I'm finally going to watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness now that it's finally on Disney+. Sadly, I could not afford to see it in the theater, which hated having to miss out on it temporarily, but that's how it goes sometimes. I could maybe have a couple. I just gotta be really careful about it. Highlights, that is. There's the Random Life Force music. Hopefully I'm not using too much of this. I don't think I am. All things considered, I think I probably shaded the chest hair a little too heavily, and that's why the highlights don't look right on it, but they do look okay on this loincloth. Oh yeah, that looks okay. Looks very, looks kind of glossy, but that's alright. Very shiny. But whatever. I almost don't want to smudge this, but I kind of have. It's gotta be, what's the word? consistent. It's got to be consistent with his other hair. Do 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 do. And there's Life Force 2 music. I don't know that the dark areas really need to be smudged very much. That looks pretty good, I think. It's not even 4 o'clock yet. Yeah, that works. I don't know if I like the chest hair, but I don't know what I could do differently with it. Not to put unpleasant images in people's heads, but how does certain body hair types know when to stop growing? Yeah, it's just genetics. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Let me put another ice cube in this. It's almost room temperature already. Hi, so. I had to stop and give Soul some pets. Gotta make sure he gets phantom slashers. Panzer music in general is pretty good, except maybe the first game, which feels more like a blank slate compared to what came after. Yeah, I agree. Orta has a cool soundtrack as well. I only ever played Orta through one time. I never quite got over the fact that it went back to being a rail shooter again. It had more story in it, which was nice, but it just felt like a downgrade going, you know, from RPG back to rail shooter. Excuse me, specially programmed to stop growing, maybe. It's a very secure man who can go walking around in that loincloth. Oh yeah, my role as an extra, I'm wearing nothing but a loincloth. Speaking of, it's gonna be cold. Oh boy, that's interesting. Did indeed do a good job of making that fur. It looks like it would be a bugger to wash and dry, though. Falcor looks like he's very secure and knows it. Yep. Breech clout man with polished man chestnuts. Oh my god. Makes me think of how Seymour from Final Fantasy X is clearly comfortable with his hair and how he dresses. That's true. Okay, Brandon retracted a message. I'm curious what that was. Oh, is it just an error? Hi, Flash. Playing a peasant in Mad Max. That's cool. I feel like there needs to be a prequel to that film, though. Sane Max. Oh, God. So what have I missed in the past 38 minutes? Not a whole lot. I mostly just been coloring all the purple areas, his hair and his chest hair and then his loincloth, and I'm about to do the boots. He didn't care who knew it. Oh, and I have to shave my head completely bald. My hair goes just about to shoulder length. Oh God, that's rough. I was just complaining earlier about how my hair isn't growing back out as fast as I was hoping it would. It was getting pretty long right before COVID. I was trying to grow it out, and then, you know, all the salons closed, so I couldn't get it trimmed, and then I had my car accident, and it was just too inconvenient having long hair when laying down all the time, plus I couldn't wash it. So I just cut it off to like longish bob. It was like right above shoulder length. And now it's only about down to like here. It's like not as long as I would like it to be. Maybe a little longer. I don't know, in the back it like doesn't quite pass my shoulder blades. It's been 2 years, so... You mean Scarlet Witch in the Multiverse of Madness? I mean, I don't care if she's in it a lot. She's a cool character. I love Marvel. I love the Marvel movies. Comic book-wise, I only really got into X-Men, but... I love the MCU. I think they've been doing a great job with it, for the most part. You named your gerbil after Seymour. Speaking of Life Force, I still haven't finished it. I haven't played it lately, though. I haven't played Life Force since, like, I don't think I've ever played a console version of Life Force. I used to play it in, yeah, I used to play the arcade version of it. And in that version, I could never, how far did I get? Well, I was also able to emulate the arcade version, so I played it a little bit since then, but... How far did I get? I'm trying to remember. I know I was able to beat that first brain boss, but I don't think I got too much further than that. The 80s space vampire movie with all the boobs? No. The video game. I just realized, is the belt going to be colored as well? Yeah, it's going to be black. It's actually on the same layer as his eyes. Oh, by the way, I added my signature. I actually just copied and pasted it from the other drawing I did. This is before Dina reveals he's secretly Purple Guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't even know who that is. Not into Five Nights at Freddy's, and after the creator of it showed his ass on the internet, I don't want to get into it now. It was the, oh, that's right, it was, I'm always forgetting that Life Force was a sequel to Gradius, or Gradius. I only played Life Force. I'm not really into space shooters in general. I just occasionally find one I like. Then again with... Oh, I'm talking about more Purple Guy stuff. It looks cleaner, at least shinier. It's pretty good either way. I assume you mean the hair. Good point, I'll put more ice in my alcohol. Yeah, I'm making it a point not to drink during streams for a bit, because the last time I did, I got so tired and cranky. When you said let me just then, I actually thought for 1 second that you were going to look up how certain body hair stops growing. I'm not that big of a nerd. It's something I might be interested in learning about, but I don't care enough to look it up. Hate having ice in my drinks. It dilutes the taste and makes it flat. I pretty much only drink water, and I hate having ice in that too. I don't put more than 1 cube of ice in my drink normally. Just for that reason. Also, I tend to make my drinks a little bit strong, because a lot of times I drink Crystal Light, and you can control how strong tasting it is. So I tend to make them a little bit extra strong on purpose, so I can put a little bit of ice in it. Yeah, I don't like a whole lot of ice. I hate when you order ice in a restaurant, they fill up the glass in ice, and then they just put the drink in, like, between the little cracks. There's a cat living across the road from me that likes getting petted. He's a large, fairly powerful-looking black Tom who clearly looked after well. Oh, that's cute. Update on Odie. He's feeling a lot better, and I couldn't be more relieved. Oh, I forgot what was wrong with him, but I'm glad he's doing better. You should see Kuja from Final Fantasy IX in a certain way. He's like a sort of proto-Seymour, if that makes sense. Also reminds me a little of Jareth from Labyrinth. That's cool. I can't have long hair or facial hair. I find it way too uncomfortable. I'll admit I put my hair up a lot because sometimes I just don't like the feel of having it on my neck. Or having it, like, against my neck. So sometimes when my hair is really long, I end up putting it up a lot, but I like having the option to have it down. Yeah, I get why you'd need to cut your hair, yeah. Because like I said, I was lying down all the time and it would get in the way, and because I couldn't, you know, put any weight on my foot, I really couldn't wash my hair very often. Washing my hair was a huge hassle. I tried to only do it like every few days, and it's just not, it doesn't work with long hair. I think I remember when you cut your hair, I liked what you did with it, even if you didn't. It actually looked surprisingly good after it grew out a little bit. And then I tried layering it myself, and I fucked it up. Whatever, I'm not going to complain if Scarlet Witch is in the movie a lot. The arcade version is the only one you ever played too, Special Iron. Oops. Refreshed. Stupid chat. I wonder what Dina looks like bald. I don't think I could pull off baldness. Some women can, I don't think I could. Yeah, this keeps saying simp. What is Life Force like? It's a space shooter, and it's, like Special Iron mentioned, it's a spin-off of Gradius, so graphically it looks similar to that, but parts of Abadox were kind of a rip-off of Life Force, so if you know what Abadox looks like, it's a little bit similar. The annoying fire stage with those bloody flares that keep flaring up. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't play the game very far, but I have seen footage of, like, all of it, pretty much. I appreciate chill streams like this because the community I'm in normally has drama and everyone is attacked, even if you don't get involved. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I try to stay out of drama as much as I can. I admit it is kind of a guilty pleasure to watch, but I try not to get involved in it. Keep that on Twitter. I've spent enough doom scrolling yesterday as it is. Oh god, same. I didn't want to stream yesterday, partly just because I was kind of... The whole Roe versus Wade thing, I don't want to get into it, but it kind of weighed on me a lot yesterday. I'm like, I need to draw Cybercats tonight, no stream. It's fun, it works differently to Gradius. Instead of collecting capsules to cycle through your power meter, you collect specific icons to get the power-ups. I assumed it played the same as Gradius, that's interesting. Like I said, I never played Gradius. Hi Hershey. Tired and cranky solution, drink more. Scotty didn't do anything wrong, he simply donated money to the... Oh, well. No, he did do something wrong. He donated to anti-LGBT organizations, and I'm not okay with that. Talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's creator. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't agree. That's not politics, that's human rights. If you're donating to a group that wants to take human rights away from people, then no, that's not something that's not just a difference of opinion. Anyway, oh yeah, Life Force does alternate between horizontal and vertical shooting, as does Abadox. Crystal Light Pepsi. Are you talking about combining the two, or is there asking if there's a Pepsi flavored Crystal Light? That would be weird. I don't know what the point of that would be. Yeah, sometimes when I drink, I don't really drink wine per se, but I do drink Ruby Port sometimes, and it's all right when it's room temperature. Oh yeah, we're talking about adding too much ice to drinks now, yeah. Today Massey got his head stuck between my game shelf and my mom's fabric cabinet trying to get a chicken strip. I had to pull him out. I actually got a haircut a few weeks ago because it was long and it's summer and I'm hot-natured. Yeah, so it is nice having shorter hair in the summer. I just got to a point, when I was a little kid, I used to have really long hair. It was kind of my thing. My hair used to go down to like my butt. It was so long when I was a kid. And like as an adult, it's a little harder growing your hair out that long, or at least it is for me. And I just found myself thinking about how I used to have really long hair, and I kind of want to get that back if possible. So I was like, let's see how long I can get my hair. And then, like I said, COVID and my accident happened. And oh, hi, Kenny. Yep, you made the stream. They rip you off on your drink and then get pissy when you ask no ice. Oh, you're talking about at a bar. I've never been to a bar, actually. I was thinking more of like when you order a drink from like a fast food place or something. They always fill it up with ice and then they add the drink. But then if you have no ice and you're drinking it in your car, it gets up to room temperature too quickly. I have very vague memories of when I was a kid and my hair would get in my eyes. That's no longer an option for me, sadly. Ah, well. My mom started getting our hairdresser to wash her hair as well when she comes over. When it comes to hair, I just shave my head and wear a hat. I'm penny pincher, so I was like, why spend 20 bucks twice a week when I can do it myself? Yeah, I mean, if you can pull it off, I can imagine that's a good thing to do. Yeah, I remember that it was on NES, but I never got the chance to play it. Oh, you mean Life Force, yeah. Oh, he's been diagnosed with diabetes, that's right. Went into critical on Thursday and I was in London all day yesterday. I can't put into words how happy I was when I saw him after I came back. Well, I'm glad he's doing better, that's awesome. Yeah, I do remember you mentioning that you were taking him to the vet. Ooh, what was that? Oh, thank you, Red Spade. Thanks for the chill stream. Keep up the good work and look forward to your next game stream. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know when the next game stream will be. It might be a little while until I figure out what I want to do next. I'll have to see what my options are as far as, because I was thinking of playing the first Resident Evil game, which I've Let's Played it so many times, but I've never streamed it, so maybe that'd be a little different. I might have to talk Lee out of selling the PS3, though, because I think that's the only way I can play it now. I'm trying to remember what happened last time I did a Let's Play. I remember the game locked up and I had to replace it with a different version, and I think what I had ended up doing was playing it off of, whatever they call it when you can download games onto PS3. Oh yeah, I remember I was reminded of the first stage of Life Force when you went through the mouth of Abadox. Yeah, like the whole game doesn't rip off Life Force, but that first level is very similar. And the first boss of Abadox, it's not a brain, but it behaves a lot. It behaves similarly to that brain boss. If I want to see drama, I'd read a book. Hate Twitter, and I feel like I'm the only person who has a positive opinion on Facebook. Yeah. See, I mostly stopped posting on Facebook because I didn't like what a lot of people were saying on there. Although Twitter can be just as bad, but I'm like my Twitter my Twitter page is heavily like, what's the term? I'm very careful about who I add on Twitter. So I don't have to deal with too much negativity. Yeah, I feel like to watch drama to laugh when my community host exposes someone, but it's too much and ugly things happen. Some of these people are also in their 40s and 50s. Yikes. Yeah. Of course, I'm not talking about when I say I enjoy watching drama, I mean on TV and the internet and stuff. Not people I know. It's different when it's people you know. I work in politics and volunteer for politician campaigns. I feel like I've had 6 years of doom scrolling. Oh god, yeah, that must be rough. Some versions of Life Force, I believe, do play similar to Gradius. Oh. Oh, thanks, Special Iron. To either donate to Sestrin's funeral or the rebuilding of Zoa, except the Holy District. Fuck that place. Yeah, we'll just skip over the Holy District. FNAF guy, he's a crazy religious dude, no surprise there. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't care what somebody's beliefs are, but when you push it to the point of being anti-LGBT and you're actively donating to places that hurt them, that's when it crosses a line for me. Joke time, an uptight gun expert went to jail for armed snobbery. They weren't outed as anti-LGBT? I don't know what you're talking about. The guy admitted to it. Vino Verde in the summer. You must be talking about a drink. I don't think I've heard of that. I tried room temperature wine once and I hated it. I'm sure it depends on the kind. I mean, when I drink Ruby Port, it's always cold in the beginning, but it warms up as I'm drinking it, and I don't tend to mind. I don't go out of my way to drink it warm, is what I'm saying. Sort of reminds me of the time I tried mulled wine. I swore off it for life pretty much instantly. I forget what mulled wine is. I used to know. They had to put him on a drip because he wasn't eating, but he's eating now. That's good. I used to have long hair and I liked it as a kid. Nowadays I'm too old for that crap. Yeah, I know the feeling. I was that way for a long time. I just had my hair just a little bit longer than shoulder length for a long time, and I just wanted to, green wine, interesting. I just wanted to try having long hair again. I kind of missed it. No, I have never been to... Well, no, I think maybe one time I went to a bar briefly. but I barely remember it. Why would you take a drink from a bar into the car? Like I said, I was talking about ordering, you know, a soda with your meal at a fast food place or something. If you're in New Orleans, you can just take the drink to the street as you walk to another bar. That's interesting. I bet that's not allowed here. Oh, I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Hershey. I took wine from a bar back home yesterday, but sitting in the car sounds miserable. Yeah, it would, I would think. I was rewatching your Red Dwarf vlogs, and I have to say M-Corp has a creepy premise. It does. I like those episodes of Red Dwarf that are a little bit off like that. Something feels off about it, you know what I mean? PS1 Classic? I don't remember. Curate, thank you. That's the word I was trying to think of. Gotta curate your Twitter, yeah. My Twitter is heavily curated. I have a whole lot of people who follow me and I don't follow them back. Mainly because I only follow people that I know fairly well already. Okay, Brandon, thanks for stopping by. You're probably long gone, but I don't know, might not have been that long. I had to sell my PS3 to get my PS4, and then more recently I had to sell my PS4 to get my PS5. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Hi, Massey. As a rule, I quickly block, remove, and never buy anything from anti-gay folks, plus Chick-fil-A is gross anyway. Yeah, I think Chick-fil-A is overrated, personally. Oh, Massey's watching with you. I tried Chick-fil-A once before I knew about their whole anti-gay stance. And, just because, like, I lived in the South and everyone was getting Chick-fil-A all the time. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of curious what the fuss was all about. So I tried it once and, like, I thought it was okay, but it was overpriced and not that good for how much it cost. Oh. I've been told that maybe I should try going to another one, like maybe I just went to a bad location or whatever, but I don't feel the need to find out. I've spent most of the last couple of days downloading and upgrading all my games, but at least I have the upgraded version of Final Fantasy VII Remake now with the extras that weren't available on PS4. Well, that's cool. Vino Vergay is I'm probably saying that wrong. Green Argentinian wine. It's your wine, so it's less alcoholic and refreshing and good thing, cheap. That's cool. Well, I mean, why would I go to a bar? I don't really go out to socialize, so why, you know, I just have no reason to. If I want to get drunk, I can just do it at home. Mulled wine is warmed wine. Ah, okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it would be very good. Taking wine home from a bar reminds me of that no fucks given old woman who filled up a plastic takeout container with margarita before leaving. Oh god. I'm fairly active on Twitter. I just post a lot of random shit there all the time. Other than fast food places, drive-thrus aren't really a thing in the UK. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Apparently America has drive-thru banks, which is just really weird to me. Oh, yeah. I don't think my bank has a drive-thru, but yeah, I have seen that. And you can also... There's also drive-thru, like, drugstores usually have a drive-thru, like I think Walgreens does. One of my favorite bits in M-Corp is where you can see an invisible hand stealing Lister's food, and we already know. Yep. I like mulled wine, but have to make it myself. Others never get the spices right. I don't know, it sounds like it might be good. I don't know, I'm going back and forth about whether or not I think it sounds good. I don't remember what's in it. I know I've seen somebody make it before on some YouTube video, I think, but it was ages ago. Last night I had a dream that the Cat Rimmer, Lister, and Crichton all got YouTube channels. That'd be fun. Seeing what kind of stuff they'd put up. Sheets has a chicken sandwich that's very similar to their sandwich, and I like the Sheets one better. I don't think I've heard of that place. I've heard that Popeyes is very similar to Chick-fil-A and possibly better depending on who you ask. You are my first follower and my only one for a long while. Ooh, I have a knot in my back, I just realized. To be fair, you were the reason I opened my Twitter in the first place. Yeah, I remember that, Special Iron. I don't recall if I've had sangria. I'm always confusing it with mimosa. Is mimosa where it's like half orange juice and half wine? Or champagne. I'm always getting that confused with sangria. Warmed red wine, to be more precise. I don't like the red wine at the best of times. My Twitter is a mix of politics, D&D, and video games, also cats. It sounds good. Sounds about like mine, actually. I don't talk about politics very much, but I forward a lot of political stuff. Political. Political has a different meaning than it used to. It's now all wrapped up in human rights and stuff. I have strange dreams. I once had a dream where I married Lady Dimitrescu. Oh my. I don't want to know if she stepped on you or not. Drugstores definitely don't have drive-thrus here. You go in and state your prescription at the counter. Yeah, you do that too, but like you can also do it through a drive-thru. Cat's channel would be Cat and nothing but cat, with the occasional remark about how much he hates Goalpost Head. Did I miss something? I think one of George's comments didn't go through on my end. Hang on. Change it to live chat. Oh, yep. I gotta remember to switch it to live. I think I usually don't miss anything, but sometimes I'll miss like a couple. Your shit may be random, but it's fun shit to read and interact with. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's another one that didn't go through, I don't think, or at least I don't remember seeing it. Okay, hi George. I'm now seeing George's first comment. Tested positive for COVID. I fucking hate it. I suppose it's just as well it happened after I returned home. Blaming taking public transportation here where few wear masks. Yeah, well, sorry to hear you have COVID. I hope it's not too bad. I keep expecting to catch it. So far I haven't, as far as I know. Excuse me. Oh, I don't remember if I ever talked about this, but like, I'm back to working 2 days in the office. I'm normally there Tuesday and Wednesday, and I came in Tuesday after a holiday, and they basically sent everyone home for the rest of the week because a lot of people had tested positive for COVID. And they're like, we'll decide at the end of the week what to do. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure they're not going to make us come back, because like, what would be the point of having us having us not be there for only 1 week? And very next week they had us coming back, so I don't know what the point of that was. COVID's not going to go away in a week. That was really stupid and pointless, and it just made me kind of paranoid about COVID. I'm over it now, but I was really not happy about that at the time. I like mulled wine, but mainly in autumn and winter. Yeah, it sounds like a cold weather drink. You guys have me really curious about mulled wine. I'm gonna have to try it now. Sangria is red wine, sweet stuff, some liquor, and a ton of chopped fruit. Yeah. Yep, I knew that. I'm getting better about not getting it confused with mimosas. We just have a rotation of the same takeaways, such as Domino's. It's so weird that you guys call it takeaways. I mean, it technically makes sense, but I'm so used to hearing takeout. Such as Domino's, Chattanooga? I don't know that one. KFC, Greg's, and Fish and Chips. Yeah, the only one I know from that list is Domino's. Who caught the flowers when Jeremy Trescu threw them? Was it Mia or Donna Stahl? Wait, I heard Lady Dimitrescu. My attention is immediately back. My husband is Swedish, and we have mulled wine mainly at Christmas as part of his Christmas tradition. Oh, I bet the reason I heard of mulled wine was probably Tasting History. That was probably the YouTube channel. That sounds like something he would make. I can't handle Twitter. Too many crazy people and everyone gets offended by everything. That's not really my experience. At least not with the people I follow. Sometimes they react to things that are negative, but... Okay, Hershey, thanks for stopping by. Again, probably long gone. Just about everyone in my family has caught COVID at some point, but we're all vaxxed, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I suspect if I did catch it, it probably wouldn't be that bad. See, I'm sure I've had it, but asymptomatically. I used to work at Macy's warehouse that employed over 6,000 people in the middle of the pandemic. Oh, God. My boss is likely getting rid of the office altogether, making it a one storage room or WeWork or some crap. That'd be nice. I wish the place I worked at would just let us work from home. There's no reason why we can't. I really don't see the point of having us come in. Like, my whole job is that I edit documents. Format. Really, I'm just formatting documents, and anytime I need help, like, a lot of the times the people I talk to get help and stuff, they aren't even in the office the same days as me, so, like, I have to talk to them through, you know, the little chat program we use. And it's just, why do I have to come into the office twice a week? There's no point. Though I've got a question, why have all the crazy people in America migrated to Florida? I have no idea. I wouldn't say all the crazy people in America are there, but that does seem to be the hub. Don't forget a whole mess of chicken shops. So many chicken shops in the UK. Ah, did not know that. Obligatory, the day you came back from a holiday was an important day in your life, but for me it was Tuesday. I saw it. That's the first time I've seen you post. First few days have been awful, but I was able to sleep less fitfully last night, so I might be getting better now. Glad I'm triple vaccinated. It's pretty much been a congested coughing fest. Oh God, that sounds unpleasant. Mulled wine always makes me think of the Jesus scene from History of the World Part 1. I don't remember that movie too well. Oh, no, I do know KFC. I guess I forgot that I saw that in there. Yeah, of course I know KFC. Bless you, soul. I think... Oh, yeah, he's sneezing. You okay, baby boy? He sneezes a lot. I worry about him a little bit sometimes. I wonder if he just has, like, I wonder if he just, like, has, like, allergies like I do. The laws about news are different in Florida, so that what craziness that goes on there is reported on more than the other states. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's not so much that they're worse, they just get talked about more. I could see that maybe being the case. We often refer to fast food places as takeaways, particularly Chinese and Indian. Yeah, it's one of those things I caught from Red Dwarf. Like, it's not wrong in any way, it just sounds odd to me. I'm so used to saying takeout. It makes exactly as much sense. It's just I'm used to the other way of saying it. Fun fact, I know the tasting history guy through friends from our time back in New York City. Oh, that's so cool. I know he used to work at Disney. I think he played like Prince Charming, which I can see it. He's pretty cute. I can see him being a good Prince Charming. I've occasionally gotten involved in drama. I should really learn not to. It's depressing, yeah. Copious amounts of tea, mandarins, and water are my friend presently. Yeah, I drink a lot of hot drinks whenever I'm sick. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get caught up in this chat. When was the last time I did any coloring? I remember when I worked at Subway, a customer came in and told me she had recently been to America and was pleasantly surprised to discover there were Subways over there as well. Well, that's cool. Talk about mind blown. I felt like telling her that there were KFCs in Kentucky, and I think that would have melted her brain. I like the fact that they have KFC in Japan, and like it's a big deal at Christmas time for some reason. KFC is like traditional Japanese like New Year's Eve food, I think, or is it not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve food, or is it Christmas Day? I forget, but I just think that's really interesting. My boss wants to come once a day to the office to be face-to-face, and that means I spend the entire day in the meeting room dying on the inside as I'd rather actually be working. Just silly, yeah. Office politics is dumb. I think I saw a local fried chicken place kind of trying to ride on the coattails of KFC. It was called Calabagan Fried Chicken. That's funny. Just don't go to Los Pollos Hermanos. I heard they sell meth on the side. Breaking Bad joke for those who don't watch it. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Sneezy Soul. Maybe it's just because of the amount of time we've spent talking about Saul in the PDS streams. Yeah, that could be it. He's attempting to make bendy lasers come out of his own gobble. Burger King is better than McDonald's. God, I haven't eaten either very much, so I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I know what you'll say about the chips, but Burger King's burgers are better, and that's the main reason I'm there. We used to stop by McDonald's sometimes and get chicken nuggets, but we never got the burgers. So you guys have Popeyes, we've got Wimpy's. That's funny. All we need is somewhere is a place called Olive, and we've got the whole Popeyes family. Well, there's Olive Garden. I don't think it's quite it doesn't quite count, though. Is there a Bluto's anywhere? I remember there was a joke about KFC in Final Fantasy X. It was called Kentucky Froggy Chocobo. Oh, you know, somebody beat me to mentioning Olive Garden. That's why we're here, to distract you from your work with our awesome conversation. Fast food in literally anywhere but America is actually not that bad. Well, fast food in America can be pretty good too. Like, you have like places that are still fast food but slightly more upscale than McDonald's and Burger King, like Jack in the Box and Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. Some places have some cities have Carl's Jr. and some have Hardee's. It's the same company, though, I think. Just the branding is different for some reason. Those are a little bit better, and Five Guys is also fast food, but way better than McDonald's. It's also more expensive, so, you know, you get what you paid for. Indian food is very big over here in the UK. Yeah, that's another thing I picked up from Red Dwarf. It's like how Mexican is very popular in America. I figured it'd be more like Chinese food in America, but... I remember hearing there was going to be a Burger King in our town, but then I learned there won't be because McDonald's paid to keep them out of here. Oh, wow. Excuse me. On a nice note, I got to play in the snow the day before I left. Made sure to rug up first. I don't know what rug up means. Yeah, I would love to live in a place where it snows. It's one of the reasons I was looking forward to going to Washington. I don't know if we're ever going to make it there at this point. We'll have to save up first, and we're like barely getting by right now. But McD's nuggets are like dry-shaped cardboard. I mean, I'm not obsessed with them. It's just like when you're out and about and you don't, like, I don't feel like making dinner that evening. We don't buy them from McDonald's because we think they're the best. It's just because McDonald's is convenient. And it's better than having to make dinner yourself. That said, though, once we got to a point where we couldn't afford McDonald's anymore, yeah, you can actually get so poor you can't afford McDonald's. But anyway, I started buying frozen nuggets, and I think those are actually better than the McDonald's ones. Olive Garden goes hand in hand with Sonic the Hedgehog. It does for you guys, I guess. A shop called Sweet Pea. 5 Napkins Burger? I've never heard of that. Oh yeah, In-N-Out is another supposedly good example. I've never I think I've had In-N-Out one time ages ago, but I don't remember it too well. People in my area are always arguing about whether it's better than Five Guys. I don't know. I really like Five Guys, that's all I know. Damn, I really fancy some Chinese food right now. It does sound good. Many, many years ago, back when I worked at an ad firm, I had to go with a team to Bangkok for post-production work on ad. God damn it, you guys, I'm never gonna get caught up. There were a lot of 7-Elevens in Bangkok. That's interesting. Rug up means wear a jacket and keep warm. I figured it was something like that, but I'd never heard that term, I don't think. I remember standing in a 7-Eleven looking out the window and seeing another 7-Eleven across the end of the street. One thing I wish our KFC had in the UK are the biscuits. Oh yeah, as I recall, the biscuits are really good. I haven't had KFC in ages. Oh, because you guys have scones, which are kind of similar. Also, you guys tend to call cookies biscuits, so... they'd have to call them something else, I guess. There's an Olive Garden reference in The Sims 2. One of the pre-made Sims is called Olive Spectre, who has a massive graveyard in her garden, and the description says who is buried in Olive's garden. No, I would not say stubbing your toe is better than McDonald's nuggets. Like, they aren't great, but they're okay. Like I said, it's not like we specifically want to go there. It's just they're all over the place, and it's convenient, and their nuggets are better than their burgers, at least. Problem with McDonald's is that you're hungry again after an hour. It's not very filling. That's not my experience, but I tend to fill up real easily. You haven't heard of Olive Garden before the Sonic movie. That's funny. It's like a running gag here that Olive Garden is terrible. I've only been there once and it wasn't that good, but I'd be willing to give them another shot. People either love or hate Olive Garden here. People either go to Olive Garden all the fucking time or they think it's terrible. Supposedly they have really good breadsticks, though. I agree about nuggets having been spoiled on homemade chicken nuggets. Fast food / pre-made nuggets taste off like they're mostly chicken. Well, In-N-Out is advocated by Gordon Ramsay, so I expect it to be good. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Your family. Yeah, you call a completely different thing biscuits, I figured. Yes, I know. Cookies or biscuits in the UK. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, and then I'll come back, and hopefully I can get back to coloring. Throat's getting sore. Hi, so what are you doing, baby boy? No. Just getting some more water really quick. My throat hurts now. Olive Garden is love it or hate it, so it's America's Marmite. Yeah, kinda. I think that's a pretty good comparison. Unsolicited Burger King in Australia is called Hungry Jack's because when Burger King came down here, there was an independent store called the Burger King already established. That's interesting. I've spent all my adult life in New York City. Why go to fast food in Olive Garden when you can actually have good food on every block? Well, not everyone lives in New York. Yeah, Olive Garden, that was kind of funny. I was going to be nice and ignore it, but... Thing is, in the UK, whenever there's a services stop, retail, park, there's almost always a McDonald's. Why go to fast food in the UK when every town has at least one local pub? Unless they actually serve food there. There are at least 3 goddamn McDonald's in my town. We're only a seaside resort. I didn't realize Wimpy's was still around. I'm gonna skip over some of these because you guys are talking about restaurants I don't know about. I mean, I barely ever get fast food, to be clear. You guys can say whatever you want. McFlurries are nice, though. McDonald's is worth it for them. I don't know if I've ever had those. Usually, whenever we're gonna get, one of those kinds of ice cream shake things, we usually go to, Dairy Queen. Anyway, I like that purple shade you're going with. Thanks, George. Yeah, I like the purple on this. Pubs are basically restaurants that looks like a bar. Oh, okay, thank you for explaining that. At first I thought you were joking. Like, why go to fast food restaurants when you can go to a bar? Thought that was a joke at first. And then I thought, well, some bars do serve food, so... Okay, let's see how it goes with these boots. Dina's the #1 fan of nugs. I do like nuggies. When I was getting, what do you call it? Physical therapy for my ankle. There was a McDonald's we used to drive by, and we used to stop and get nuggies all the time. Like, it was only once a week, so that was when I got in the habit of calling them nuggies, and it's just stuck. I don't know that I want his boots to be shiny. I feel like that'd be weird. He looks effeminate enough already. Oh, this is, oh no, this is the tube. I'm trying to think of what echo music is playing. Maybe I want to bring back some of those highlights, actually. Actually, I don't like that. That seems a bit much. Excuse me. Okay, maybe on the outside. There you go. That works. Looks pretty good, I think. Just bring back some of that. So how do I want to handle it on this leg? Yeah, I guess I'll go do it the same way. Just put the highlight on one side. Looks all right. I think I can use the highlight color for just one spot. Took me a while to figure out how to shade boots in such a way that you can tell the toes are pointed when you're looking at them from the front. That's a little too much. How about... That might look okay. All right, we're almost done, you guys. Wait, I just noticed something I don't like. I don't like the shape of the highlight there. Well, now I've gotta... Now I'm just messing it all up. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. This is what happens when you overthink shit. Speaking of food, I'm getting groceries delivered tonight, I just remembered. Not during the stream, though. Not this time. There we go. Make that a little more curved. It looks a little better, I think. Like I said, I'm probably overthinking it a little, but whatever. Alright. So, I should be done with the purple. Let's see. Yep. Looking pretty good, I think. I think this is an unused track. Oh my god, you guys. Alright, I get caught up on chat again. Oh well. I was worried about this not lasting a full 2 hours. I guess it definitely is now. I'm close enough anyway. This is the last letter. His last layer. His eyes and his belt. Sometimes when I have like something where it's just a couple small details, I'll have it be on the same layer as the eyes, because it's kind of silly to have multiple layers. Just like little small areas. Tina's the #1 fan of Nugs. Once again, back in my ad firm days, we used to go to Pizza Hut and see people dressed in suits and ties. That's interesting. Seeing pizza with Eating pizza with forks and knives. I used to do that when I was a kid, when I would first get my slice of pizza and it was too hot. Probably laughing at uncultured plebes like us. It reminds me of the episode of Seinfeld where everyone was eating their desserts with a knife and fork, even if it was like a candy bar. Falcor's starting to get tired posing like that. Yeah, I would get kind of old having to hold your hand like this for a long time. Does America have Ben and Jerry's ice cream? Yes, we do. I think it comes from here. If I remember correctly. We have pubs that have food, and a lot of them are called Weatherspoons. Okay. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's an American brand, isn't it? Yeah, I believe it is. Right, she's coloring again, so quick, comment as much as you can. Weatherspoons are they're a chain of pubs. Also, a lot of pubs are called the Red Lion for some reason. I came late. What are we working on today, Dina? Well, you've been here for a while, Kenny, and you're just now asking. Whatever. This guy's name is Falcor. I'm working on, like, you know, kind of like character sheets for my Cybercat's character. I just realized his hair is a little too dark, so here we go back with the purple again. I think some of these highlights I'm gonna make the lighter color. You gotta be really careful about not... Oh, that messed it up a little bit. How can I, I'll just... There we go, I can just stay away from that area. Gotta be careful not to color things too dark, because if you want to print it out at some point, printers tend to make things even darker. Being someone who sells prints of fan art at comic book conventions, I have learned that the hard way many times. And that'll help his hair stand out from his chest hair too. Do 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 do. Also, you don't want your shading to go too dark anyway, because it'll kind of get lost in the black when there's black inking involved. That still looks a little dark. Oh, you know, I didn't get these areas. I really thought that would be too bright, but... Oh my god, what am I doing? I thought for sure... I can't believe I didn't select that. I thought I did. Weird. Maybe as it gets closer to his face, I'll let it get darker. I don't know. Nah. Okay, how does that look? There's another unused Echo song, I believe. Yeah, I think that looks better. Maybe leathery rather than shiny. I'm not sure which part you're talking about. Most pubs around here basically cook frozen food, but still better than McDonald's. Yeah, yeah. Went to London yesterday, so when Dina said the Tube, I thought she was talking about the London Underground. Oh, you call that the Tube? That's too funny. See, if I was ever there, I would think of Echo anytime I heard that. Oh my god, you guys, what the fuck? Every time I hear the Tube music, I just keep hearing Echo making that awful hurt sound effect over and over as everything crashes into him as it gets faster. Yup. I was surprised to see an influx of fast food chains when I visited New York a few weeks back. Losing so many emo and pop diners and restaurants. That's a bummer. Ben & Jerry's have their own stores in the US. That's true, they do have their own stores, don't they? I haven't been to one in ages, but I think there used to be one in my local mall. With Ben & Jerry's, all I need is cookie dough. That's my favorite. I'm surprised anyone outside of America likes cookie dough. That seems like a purely American thing to me. A Tom and Jerry. Been a while since I watched Tom and Jerry. Still love that scream Tom makes. Yeah, I think it was either Hanna or Barbera who did that. So like you can tell it's not, you know, Mel Blanc or whatever. It makes him sound, you know, a little more unique to other cartoon characters from the time. Better to overthink shit than underthink shit. That was hard to get through, but yeah, that's true. Tried Peruvian food for the first time from a street market. It was grilled chicken with rice and salad and chili sauce. It was quite nice. Sounds interesting. Groceries, stop bragging. Not much of a brag. I keep Top Scream on a soundboard to play during D&D all the time. The original Man in Pain Scream or the 90s era cartoonish Scream, yeah. I assume he meant the original. Tom's original Scream. Which I've heard that they reuse in newer cartoons sometimes. It's been an absolute blast watching this come along. I remember one of the last art streams you did, a mic drop with the stylus. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I think you encouraged it, or somebody did. I wonder if that was the Guardian, the Shark Guardian from Abadox, because I remember being a little unsure of how that one would turn out. Never had Peruvian food. I have no idea what it's like. With Greg's, think of a bakery, but it's a fast food chain and doesn't sell loaves of bread. The sausage rolls are their big seller. Oh, that sounds good. Guinea pigs? What? I must have missed that. Oh, you need to try their guinea pigs. Oh no. This has been the Talking About Food stream. It really has, hasn't it? Irish pubs seem to be popular in Kathmandu. Although the one I went to felt like the only Irish thing about it was the name. It happens in about 1 in every 10 streams, Flash. So does the Talking About Old Cartoon Show stream. Yeah. That's true. We do end up talking about food a lot in here, don't we? Oh god, the Get Along Gang. Forgot all about them. Betty Boop. I don't think he meant that old. I have not played Sonic Origins. When I think of Irish pubs, I think of mushy peas, corned beef, and baked potatoes, and dartboards, and beer. Oh, talking about the boots, yeah. Yeah, leather works. Or leather-like. Who knows? When we baked cookies at Subway, I'd get a frozen one and leave it on the warm drinks compressor to melt and then eat the mush. It was nice. That does sound good. I prefer cookies like not right out of the oven because you have to let them cool a little bit so they can set, but like I like eating still warm cookies. Trifles are a very British dessert. That's the layered kind, right? Oh wait, might be thinking of something else. Great level of detail overall, especially the subtle chrome colors. Oh, thank you. Yeah, chrome is interesting. Interesting to color. Blasting happens not from where you think it would. Whoops. Yeah, that didn't sound very useful. I've got like a hair or something on my face. I can see it from the corner of my eye and it's driving me crazy. The mic drop was my idea. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I think it was the Shark Guardian. Best part was how you colored the innards and incorporated those shadows so effectively. Fuck if I can talk. Yeah. Yeah, that drawing was interesting because that area, the whole innards part, like I had no idea how I was going to color that. I just kind of made it up as I went along. I was really happy it turned out well. Sonic Origins is basically a compilation of the old 2D Sonics. Again, it has a mode where you can play them in widescreen HD, but it feels a bit broken. Ah. I don't know if I've ever had scallops. I probably have at some point, but I don't remember them. I'm not much of a seafood eater. Trifles like what Rachel made on Friends. I forgot about that. That was funny. Did it take you long when you were learning how to highlight? Learning how to highlight? I don't know when I learned it. Tails has a way of getting stuck and not catching up to you, and there's a weird bug where you lose a life and the game suddenly forgets how many Chaos Emeralds you have. Oh, that's so annoying. Usually Tails just dies off screen and then comes back repeatedly. I remember wondering how you were going to do the innards, as for a while it looked like a Frankfurter surrounded by ribs. Oh yeah, it did. Trifles are a layered dessert of fruit, sponge cake, custard, and cream. Oh, okay, yeah. What am I thinking of? I was thinking of something different, but yeah, they're basically the same thing as what I was thinking of. I'm thinking of the kind of dessert that's layered with like ladyfingers soaked in coffee or something. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Okay, so I'm done with purple. Okay, I just need to do his eyes and his belt, and ooh. Let's do the eyes first and get that out of the way. Eyes, takes a couple layers. I'll leave the original layer alone. This one is at normal. I should probably make them a little bit smaller. And that looks a little freaky, doesn't it? Let me turn down the opacity so I can see the black a little bit better. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. I feel like that eye might be shaped weird, but it's hard to tell because his hair covers so much of it. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Boy, how... think I'll do a couple layers. I'm not sure how much. Duplicate. This might be overkill, I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, that might be too glowy. I think I'll do away with that layer. What's going on? I don't see the bottom of the... Oh, fuck, I can't see the bottom of... There it is. I couldn't access the little trash can icon. There we go. I probably could have right-clicked and deleted, but... Yeah, since he's so far away, I don't need to really do very much with the... I'll blur it a tiny bit more, though. Before I do anything else, though, let me go ahead and make a new layer. Select, modify, contract by how many? 2? It's fairly small. Nah, more than that would have been good. Select. All this food talk has gotten me hungry. We're going to have fish and chips for dinner. Which I'm kind of looking forward to, even though it's just frozen and reheated. Oh, can I just smudge this? There we go. I did not think about that. How... Let me see how this looks from a distance. I might just leave it like this. Nah, he needs a little more. Needs to be a little more blurry. Gaussian blur. Oof. Maybe a little too much. I think I like that. See how that looks from a distance. Yeah, if you're zoomed out too far, you don't really see it, but I think it's alright. I don't want to overdo it. Hopefully it's good enough, but yeah. Alright. So I don't get confused about these layers later on. There we go. Okay. Oh, that is... I don't like that. I need a smaller brush for that if I'm gonna do it that way. Damn. Okay, I need a bigger brush for this part. Oh my god, I'm starving. I might have to eat a snack before dinner. Thought I ate plenty for lunch. I guess I didn't. Alright. Just use a little bit of white highlight for some areas. I want his belt to be a little shiny. Sash, whatever. Excuse me. I don't know if that's too much white. I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's see how that looks. That's not good. How can I fix that? That's too... I need a softer brush than that. Ooh, I don't like that. Too much white over here. Maybe that'll work. I think that works. I maybe could have put a little more black on his belt, but there's not a lot I can do about that at this point. Alright, he's done, I guess. And it's 5 o'clock, holy crap. Well, you guys certainly made sure the stream was 2 full hours, and then some, probably. No wonder I'm so hungry, jeez. God damn it, you guys. Tiramisu, thank you. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm still scrolling. Not to be confused with the... Where'd I see that? Not to be mistaken with the Star Trek episode on Cooking Gone Awry, The Trouble with Trifles. Went to a stall called Heavy Metal Kitchen. They had a mixed grill called Eat the Problem, combining feral boar, venison, and wallaby with green chili, grains, and spices. Oh, that sounds weird. Really did yourself proud with that shark. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I was pretty happy with how that one turned out. Probably gonna be a little while since I get caught up on the stream, so let me start the music over. God damn it, you guys. Here, I'll skip the... Go straight to Abadox. I'm learning how to draw and paint, and figuring out how to highlight proper is a pain for me. Yeah, it is. You really have to like keep in mind the shape of the thing you're highlighting. If you do it wrong, like the shape will look completely off. I just noticed a possible mistake. What's that? Oh, that does look weird. I guess I did that when I was adding this white highlight. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Beer made from coffee beans I got from a nearby stall for a local brewery. That's interesting. What are ladyfingers? Ladyfingers are like those long cookies. Sometimes they're sandwich cookies, but not always. And when you make tiramisu, you take those long cookies and you like dip them in coffee, and you layer them with like I think cream and chocolate. I've never made it. I've just seen recipes for it before. Oh, already just described it. Thought ladyfingers was the type of vegetable. I mean, they might... there might be a vegetable that has that name too, but I was referring to the cookies. I think the recipe is almost the same as shortbread, but much denser. Yeah, probably. That's right, I think you actually soak it in coffee liqueur. I was thinking it was regular coffee. Maybe it is if you're doing a non-alcoholic version. Falcor got the glowy eyes. I think that glow gets very bright when he uses his psychic powers. Possibly. Twinkies are not great, but they're all right. It's one of those things where just everybody grew up on them, so they, you know, it's part of their childhood. I didn't eat them much as a kid, so I am less attached to than other people. I prefer, like, those little, devil's food, what are they called? Those little, those little Duncan Hines cupcake things that have the white filling. I like those better. Yellow mesmerizing eyes and blue hypnotic owl eyes. Double threat. Eagle, but yeah, I know he looks kind of like an owl because the beak is very small. Oh no, you could see my secrets! Twinkies are now not the same as Twinkies that became beloved. Oh. Twinkies of now are not the same as Twinkies. I don't know. I'll take your word on that. Yay for the fish and chips. Yeah, it's just frozen, but you know, it's still pretty good. I get to stick them in the not the microwave. That would be awful. I get to stick them in the oven altogether. Sponge figure sounds like something you need a doctor for. Oh, God. Yeah, I was just thinking, Special Iron read my mind. I was just thinking about that fingerprints joke from Animaniacs. Oh, it's 1 a.m. for you, Kenny. Thanks for stopping by, even though I missed you. Little busy circles again. Seems like you're always getting those. Bed night. Whenever I go to a chippy, I have sausage and chips, not fish, so I don't really notice the difference in quality between chippies. You can't escape fish and chips in the UK, though. It's everywhere. Yeah. I can imagine. I wouldn't know, but I can imagine. Good thing my food's... Oh, yeah. Ari is also starving. Yep, the belt is supposed to look shiny, which is why I didn't put too much black on it, but in retrospect, I kind of wish I'd added a little more. Oh, well. Battered sausage. I don't think I've ever had that, but it sounds good. Well, there's corn dogs, but it's not quite the same, I'm sure. Oh my god, I'm so far behind on the chat. Snack before dinner, snack after dinner. All of the snacks. I'm surprised Tim Curry never got around to opening his own chain of restaurants. Tim's Curry is right there. I thought her name was literally Hello Nurse. Oh, hi, Tokola Fox. I remember you. Midsummer feast going here, so can't be long. God damn it, everybody's got to be talking about food right now. They'd all float up there, god damn it. We're here to torture you. Pretty much. No, thank you, Special Iron. Psychiatrist, tell me what happened, Dina. I don't know, the stream was only supposed to be 2 hours, and before I know it, I've gone over. Oh, thank you, Flash. I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I'm a little tired of staring at him at this point, but I think it turned out well. I'll show you guys the next one. It's Falcor before his transformation. So, I've got all of the, kind of went overboard last week and did all the basic colors. So, he's a little bit shorter, and he wears clothes. I wonder if I made his shoulders too broad or his hips too narrow. Something about him, I don't know. I don't know if I'm totally in love with his proportions, but oh well. This is a drawing I did last weekend. So I'll be working on this one next week. It shouldn't take as long as the other one. Especially since the only chrome is his arm and his face. I wish I had tiramisu on the tip of my tongue right now. It does sound good. Just hope it isn't the same psychiatrist from the cat lady, oh god. Oh, thanks, Sod. Oh, don't step on the kitty! Oh, poor baby. Curious as to what you might have lined up for your next art stream. Oh, well, I just told you. I'm trying to draw other things in the meantime, so hopefully I won't have any weekends where I don't color, but we'll see. Coffee from mammal's poop, yeah. They call it cat poop coffee. Super expensive and super good, but it's poop coffee. I have definitely heard of that. It's interesting. Interesting that it exists. I should remember all the recipes, especially the ones I used to make professionally. Alas, I prefer savory anyway. Kopi Luwak, is that what that thing is called? It's obviously not a cat, but it looks a little like a cat, so people call it cat poop coffee. I want poop coffee, I'll have international roast instant. Oddly enough, we do have a brand of chips that you microwave. They taste pretty bland, but they are okay in a pinch. They are called microchips. That's cute. I remember buying I normally call them fries, but you know, when I'm having them with fish, I just call it fish and chips, like you all do. But I've had fries before that you just pop them in the microwave and somehow they get crispy, like they've got that plastic metallic, you know, plate underneath. They were probably overpriced, but I seem to recall them being okay for convenience food. The British dish that always disgusts Americans for some reason is beans on toast. I never heard of anyone say it was disgusting. I think most Americans just haven't really tried it because it sounds odd. But I can't imagine it being bad. Almost anything's better on toast. Oh god, sod. I'm not even gonna read that out loud. Remember the old nickname for beans on toast? Skinheads on a raft? I've never heard that. Well, I guess I wouldn't, would I? That's funny. Makes me think of Hojo from Final Fantasy VII. That's interesting. Looks great there too. Thank you, Flash. Hojo without the sunglasses. That's funny. If you make it with exactly one bean, it's called Atkinson toast? Tunic makes me think of Imperial uniform from Star Wars. Really? That's interesting. Do you know who he accidentally looks like? And I didn't do this on purpose. One of the things I noticed afterwards. He has a little bit of a Doctor Doom vibe, I think, because, you know, Doctor Doom wears, like, armor, and then he wears a tunic over that. Like a medieval-looking tunic. So I think he accidentally looks a little bit like Doctor Doom, although if I remember correctly, I think Doctor Doom's tunic is green, but... One day I looked at that, or maybe I looked at Doctor Doom, and I don't remember. At some point I noticed that, and I was like, oops, well, so be it. Not like he's a rip-off or anything, he just vaguely resembles him, I think. Has a cool anime look here. Thank you. Yeah, there's definitely some anime influence in my character designs. Either way, character looks awesome before and after. Thank you. Who looks at animal poop and think I bet I can make some damn fine coffee from that? Not even in Twin Peaks. It's kind of interesting how it works. Like, there's some kind of animal that eats the berries that... Coffee beans are like the seed of a berry of some kind. And there's some animal that eats the berries and then it doesn't digest the seed, so it comes out. And something about what happens in the stomach with the stomach acid, somehow supposedly you can make really good coffee from those beans. I don't know if I'd ever try it, but... It's interesting that it exists. Who looks at an elephant and thinks, I bet if I feed that elephant coffee beans, I can sell the poop at a premium price? What? A lot of frozen chips are awful, no flavor even after you put salt on them. Currently I use the kind that you have to bake them in the oven, but I always put salt and pepper on them. I think they're fine. Not as good as Five Guys fries, but... Actually like beans on toast, especially if you add a little bit of butter first. That does sound good. I mean, like I said, I've never had it, but I can't imagine it being bad. Like almost anything's better with toast. I like to put a fried egg on toast and just eat it together. I think that's really good. Zod's just full of the cool puns lately. I think he's secretly channeling Hershey whenever he's not here. Oh, a Mr. Bean reference. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen enough Mr. Bean to get all the references, probably. Dr. Doolittle? Yeah, Dr. Doom's tunic is green. Yeah, that's what I thought. Beans on toast is okay, but nothing too special. It's a very easy, low-maintenance dish. Yeah, that was the impression I got, that it's like cheap. Cheap and easy. Stomach acid removes acidity from the coffee, so it makes it super mellow and gentle, like drinking silk. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, lemurs eat the coffee berries whole. The digestive process chemically changes the coffee beans. Yeah. Poop silk. Looking forward to see how this version of Falcor turns out. Thank you. Ivory coffee is a thing, apparently. Someone looked at lemur coffee and thought, what if I try this with elephants? Oh! Hi, Lonam. I don't think I've seen you before. Let's just remind ourselves that silk was discovered because someone watched something come out of a worm's bottom a little too closely. But now I'm imagining what constantly eating coffee berries would do to an elephant. I've heard UK beans are different. Apparently American beans have a barbecue taste to them, while UK beans have a tomato taste. Oh, you mean, oh, for some weird reason I thought you meant coffee beans. I was really confused for a second. American beans have barbecue taste and UK beans have a tomato taste. I think that's probably true. I mean, it depends. You can get the beans that are just like by themselves in like water. But yeah, they definitely come like barbecue flavored. I think you can still get barbecue beans in some supermarkets. They're quite nice. Surprised Folgers haven't jumped on this. The best part of waking up is dumping in your cup. Oh god. Supposedly that poop coffee is inhumane, just like foie gras. Oh, that's a bummer. I thought the way I heard it was they actually just kind of, you know, follow the wild animals around. But yeah, if there's a market for it, yeah, I can see that they probably keep the animals caged up and stuff. That sucks. Okay, everybody. Oh. Thank you for joining my stream, and I can't believe how little I got done for how long it took. Jeez, you guys got really chatty, more so than usual. Excuse me. They do, but then you start mass producing it, yeah. Humans like to eat things that come out of animals. Think first human to eat an egg. Yeah, that's true. Okay, everybody, like I said, thanks for joining me. I may or may not stream Monday. It just depends on whether I've figured out... Might not hurt for me to take a little break from streaming during the week. We'll see. Maybe I won't stream next week. I don't know yet. I feel downright ashamed that all this talk of beans didn't make me think of the original actor for Kyle Reese. I don't know what that means. Okay, everybody, I'll definitely be back next Saturday, if nothing else. We'll see how the week goes. Let me get all my shit ready here. Thanks for joining me. See you next time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.